Yes guys, welcome back. Week 1 of prep complete. Week 2 of prep. Nearly coming towards the end of week 2 now as well. I'm going to give you a little update in this video in terms of how this week has went and where we are at. But first of all, first things first, first round of steps. 4,000 steps or so boxed off first thing in the morning and before I get into meal 1 etc. as well. So halfway through these and then we'll actually get check-in done this morning as well, which I will show you.
Switch it up.
Yeah, so that's where we are sitting at the moment. We're 13 days in. The first week, weight started at 128.6. The first week it spiked up to like 129.6. And then over the last like 4 or 5 days, it's down to like 124.9 this morning. So it moves pretty fast for me. But one thing I would say is that I treat my off seasons like I treat a contest prep. So the more diligent you are in an off season, and the more on the ball you are basically, it means you can build your food up to a decent position, and it means that as well, body composition isn't gonna get too out of whack, and you're gonna be able to start your preps leaner than if you just went and ate fucking shit all off season. Does that make sense? So I keep myself in a decent composition to begin with, and being able to work that food up to a high position as well, and having my body really fucking cranking. As soon as I make an adjustment, it just flies. So yeah, we're in a good position at the moment. I'm happy, but still a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. So with my routine in the morning, what I actually like to do at the moment is I get up at 5:30 and I like to get straight into 4 or 5 check-ins before I even start the day. So wake up literally straight into office, 4 or 5 check-ins done. Then I will jump onto the treadmill, get the 4,000 steps or so boxed off. I will respond to any client messages during that as well. Then I will go into meal 1, then I will go back into the rest of check-ins. So that's kind of what's working out best for me at the moment as well with routine. Now today, it's actually a rest day, but I'm actually gonna train arms today. So a short arm session, I'll go through why, but I will stick to rest day food today because it's literally only gonna be like 30 minutes or so. And I just realized last video I went through a training day, full day of eating. So I haven't went through rest day, full day of eating. So I may as well take you through what I'm having today for rest day food, because it is quite different to training day. So first meal, still gonna be eggs, it's still gonna be cream of rice, etc. But it's just gonna be a little bit different quantities. So rest day, it's gonna be 2 whole eggs, 175 mils of egg whites with the greens and the beetroot. And then the cream of rice is gonna be 100 grams today with 20 grams of whey and 100 grams of blueberries. So a little bit different to obviously training day, but same meal, just different quantities, because rest day, I'm not gonna require as much energy because I'm not training. So food, carbs as well, is usually a little bit lower. Jeez, I've come up for air. That was a big work block. So what I like to do is put my phone, my personal phone, in another room. I leave it downstairs, and then literally my laptop, my client phone, that is it. So the last 3 hours, literally just check-ins, work. That is the biggest productivity hack I have for anyone struggling to be productive and get shit done. Get rid of your phone. I have no Instagram, no social media, no apps on my client phone. It is literally WhatsApp. So if you do that, there's nothing else for you to procrastinate with. It is literally you and that work. Surprise, surprise. It's very, very similar to second meal on training day. The exact same, so to speak, just with less food. So we have the rice, the cod is in. We have the rice, the cod, peppers, green beans, and blueberries. But the only difference is it's 100 grams of rice instead of 125 on training day. And obviously the 10 ml of mac nut oil as well, which I showed you in the last video too. But second meal, there she is. I've actually opted for ketchup. I ran out of mustard the other day, so I've been using my ketchup, and honestly, yeah, dare I say it, I think I might stick with it. It's actually been banging. So I trained legs yesterday. I was meant to have legs the day before, but my legs were so fucked that there was not a hope I'd be able to train them. So, done legs yesterday. So, Cuba is back in on Saturday. And because I had to take an extra rest day to do legs, I was like, right, you know what? I'm gonna go in and do arms today, rest tomorrow, and then back in for a push on Saturday, which works out perfectly. So that lines us back up. He's starting prep on Saturday as well. So we're prepping together, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, arms today. I have push in 2 days time, like I said, so I'm not gonna go crazy with tricep work. I'll probably just do like 4 sets of triceps and then like 6 to 8 sets of biceps, and then that'll do the job. Just recorded a set of both and I didn't press record. So yeah, basically starting off with easy bar push down, supersetting with single arm cable curl. I'm doing one more set and then one working set. So easy bar straight into curl. I'll do 2 sets each here. 1 set and I'm already pretty fucking pumped, to be fair. So I've done 20 reps in the first set of this, which is pretty high. So I'm going to do a second set. I'll see what I get, probably around 14, 15 probably. And then curls will keep the weight the same as well. I've done 12 reps first set, so I'll do like 10 for this set. With arms, especially arm day on its own, I don't lift crazy heavy. I literally just squeeze, I contract as hard as I can and put as much blood into them as possible. So that's what I'm aiming for personally. When I used to go crazy heavy with arms, they weren't really grown. I wasn't really getting much from it, so that's my personal preference. Really good accuracy and just fucking fill them with blood. So, let's do it. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, that little pig. Fuck. Oh yeah. Right, so second exercise, cross body extension for triceps. So again, 2 sets here, and I will superset this with easy bar cable curl. Okay. Oh, God. Oh. So I'll do 2 sets on this superset as well, and I'll be 4 sets or triceps done. Again, I have them in 2 days. I know they will not recover if I absolutely bury them. That's why I'm not really taking them all the way to failure, and that's why the rep range are slightly higher as well. I know if I go like heavier sets here as well, my joints will be fucked for pressing on Saturday. So just everything I do is kind of being smart as well, and realising I've learned over time what my body's able for, what it's not, what I can recover from, what I can't. So yeah, third exercise for bicep, we're going to do facing away cable curl, and this will really load my bicep in the stretch to really finish it off. So last exercise, and then we'll call it a day. So they're already pumped like fucking crazy. See. Right, so quick arms blast, complete, 30 minutes, in and out, meal 3, and then I'll go back in and do my steps and do a sunbed as well. Jem's still in there training, so I will go back in. But this meal, the salmon remains. I have my salmon still in, which I fucking love. That's going to be taken at some stage, but for now it stays. So we have rice, salmon, greens, peppers, beetroot, and pineapple in this meal. So there we go, 100 grams pineapple, 250 salmon, 40 green beans, 30 peppers, 100 grams of rice, 20 grams beetroot. That is this meal going down. Now, something I believe in is post-workouts, opting for minimal direct fats and higher carbs and easier digestible carbs, so that they're digested and utilised a lot faster as well. But with an arm day, I don't even class it as a proper session, to be fair. It was half an hour, it was getting some blood in, it wasn't anything crazy. So like I said, I'm just keeping the rest day meals as they are. Yeah. Steps done, sunbed done. We are back in for the fourth meal of the day. But just on training split, I don't think I've actually touched on this so far. Training split for this prep is going to be push, pull, legs, rest, and then repeat. So it's going to be 3 days on, 1 day off. So it means we're hitting push every 4 days, pull every 4 days, legs every 4 days. So it is pretty full on. You know, I've never trained that frequent, and you know, basically I haven't trained with that frequency in a long time. And it definitely is hard on recovery for sure, but volume is pretty low. So the amount of sets that I do for each body part in each session is pretty low in comparison to what it has been in the past, just because if it's very high, I'm not going to recover fast enough by the time it comes around to train that body part again. So if I need to recover in 4 days, the number of sets just has to be that touch lower, basically. That's basically the reason behind it. But I am enjoying it, and I love being in the gym, so we will take that. 3 days on, 1 day off. Yeah, the meal 4, spuds. My Irish guys and girls, what they're called, spuds, not potatoes. So 300 grams of spuds, 250 grams of cod, 40 grams of green beans, and 100 grams of apple. We actually have 10 mils of macadamia nut oil on this one as well. So I just pour that over the spuds and the fish when it's done. So yeah, meal 4. There we go. That is how she looks. There's the apple there. Looking forward to this one. When you're hungry in a diet, and when the hunger starts to ramp up and the appetite starts to ramp up, you can almost feel the body fat melting off. I fucking love it. Yes, gang. So we are in getting the 5th meal ready. Also, guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I have just launched the 10-week program, the Cut to Confidence, leading into summer. So if you're looking to get in shape for summer, if you're looking to go away on holiday, go to events, just feel comfortable, confident when you're away, when the sun is out, in a t-shirt, click the link in the description. It'll take you through to my WhatsApp, drop me a message, and let's have a chat in terms of how I can help, and I will shoot you over all the details as well. But yeah, shameless plug while I get this meal ready. So game plan for this one is 75 grams of rice, 40 grams of green beans, 30 grams of pepper, 200 grams chicken, 100 grams of apple. So this is meal, oh, my apple fell. This is meal number 5. Well, I really have to stop in and get some mustard. So that is meal number 5. Guys, little tip when it comes to sleep. When you are getting 8 hours in bed, 7 hours in bed, whatever it may be, don't forget that that is not your time asleep. Like realistically, if you're asleep for 8 hours, your actual deep sleep, it's probably gonna be maybe around 7 hours, maybe less, maybe more, depending on the quality of that sleep. But bear that in mind, just because you're in bed for 8 hours doesn't actually mean your sleep is 8. Get your sleep hygiene in a good position, your bedtimes, your wake times, your wind down time before bed as well. I would finish your water a good chunk of time before bed too, just so you're not waking up pissing during the night as well. Just get your bedtime routine in a good position so that when you go to bed, you're not just in bed for that period of time, you're also properly sleeping and in deep sleep. Supplementation wise, you can look at some as well. I personally like, let me see, personally using melatonin. So I will use 30 milligram of melatonin every single night. Supreme Sleep as well. And then I've just got magnesium, contains magnesium as well. So I'm having that then on top of that. And honestly, the last few nights, my dreams have been fucking crazy, which usually means my sleep is in a really good position too. So magnesium, melatonin, Supreme Sleep, and that is my pre-bed supplementation at the moment. So yeah, week 2 of prep just about down. It is absolutely flying already. Crazy how fast time passes. And I know I said in the last video I would go through shows that I am doing as well. So this weekend marks 16 weeks away from the MK Classic, which is a Two Bros regional. It's going to be 18 weeks away from the UK Pro Qualifier. It's in Bradford on, I think, the 19th of July, if I'm correct. The MK is like the 5th of July. So regional at the start of July, 2 weeks later, the Pro Qualifier. So that is the game plan. We may potentially do a PCA show, potentially in the middle there, or just after. We'll see. But that's the game plan. That may change, but that's what we're going to be aiming for here at the moment anyway. And then we'll just take it as it comes. MK is the first one. That's what my mind is set on. And then we'll take it from there and make adjustments as we go, basically. Almost a little bit anxious to be like, right, what progress have I made? And I'm looking forward to seeing the improvements, but nervous because we always want to make really good progress. So I'm like, what if there hasn't been that much progress? But I know there has been, but your mind starts to play games with you. But that is the game plan. Week 2 boxed off, body weight down to 124.9 this morning. Food has not been touched. So the last video was a training day food video. This is a rest day food video. So, you know, both days, cardio, there's none in. Steps, they're still at 10K. So that is the game plan. 75 grams of cream of rice, 50 grams of whey, 20 grams of almond butter, and then 100 grams of berries across both of them. So that is last meal, and then it's time to hit the hay. So yeah, I will put the full day calories and macros below here for you to take a look. Food is still in a really good position. I'm still feeling really fucking good, full of energy, strong. Yeah, I'm not gonna start feeling pretty shit for quite a while, to be honest with you. But yeah, I look forward to that because I like that part of prep when you start to feel like ass, basically. And I appreciate you guys watching. Again, I got a lot of support in that first video as well. So please follow along if you're enjoying. Like, share, comments, subscribe. And yeah, I really appreciate the support, guys. So thank you very much. Another week boxed off, 16 weeks to go.